I believe it's the word Nimrod. Whatever word it is, he used it ironically, right? It meant he was basically calling whomever a great hunter.
The name of the great-grandson of Noah, known for his skill as a hunter.
Yes. So Bugs Bunny is making fun of Elmer Fudd and calling him a great hunter, you know. And people...
Way to go, Nimrod.
Yeah, people never caught on.
It's like Einstein.
Yeah. People never... Yeah. Except if Einstein then became like, oh, yeah, you're a fucking moron.
Well, no Sherlock.
Yeah,
There you go.
How am I ever going to catch that screwy duck?
Precisely what I was wondering, my little Nimrod. Something's wrong with my throat. I must have laryngitis or something.
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast coming at you from the Slice on Oak Studios. I'm Mayor Dave Badeaux, the city brainer. With me, as always, is my brother.
The maximum amount of wiener.
You've gotten way better at that. I want to thank you. It has become a pleasure, and I appreciate it. Gabriel Johnson, I see you over there. What say ye?
You can't see me.
Oh, no. Are we getting into wrestling content?
I think it must be mentioned that the Ric Flair's record has been toppled.
Oh.
John Cena, 17-time heavyweight world champion.
Interesting that it is toppled by a heel.
Yes.
Yes. Not a baby face. No longer.
And the most heel thing of the heel turn
Yes.
is it was a terrible match. He mailed it in. It was lazy.
Oh, really?
Still won. The Rock didn't even show up to support him.
Oh, well, that's what happens.
But
right?
it was WrestleMania this weekend. One of the first events was Jey Uso against Gunther, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But in the background, at Allegiant Field in Las Vegas, in the background, over the railing, towel, Nas Reed.
Nas Reed. That's the second WrestleMania in a row.
Yeah.
The Nas Reed towel has been there. That's news, folks. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's that week of the month. Don't tell Scotty, he does the news.
Virginia's state flag and seal, depicting the Roman goddess Virtus standing over a slain tyrant, her drooping toga exposing her left breast, has been banned from younger students in a Texas school district.
Well, see you later.
It is the finest state flag in America.
And by finest, you mean fine.
That's a nice ass titty.
Yeah, it's almost as good as that Starbucks chick.
Oh, yeah. She's got more of like the ooh type of look to her. Jabba J. I got a question. So I would assume this has been around for a long time, right? It's not, you didn't just draw this up in Microsoft Paint in 1998. Like, we've had this seal for a while.
Right. It's, like ancient Greek shit.
Yeah. Well, my question is, why am I just now finding out about titty seal?
Right.
I've long known.
Oh, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're purveyor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big time purveyor. In the Catholic schools, Dave. In the library, you go straight to the historical art
Okay.
and currencies.
Sure.
And
okay.
that's where you get the titties.
Okay. I was going to say the Catholic schools, they're just showing you a bunch of dongs, but that's not in books.
Yeah, no, Catholic school, you learn about the male anatomy behind the altar.
Oh, no, my kids attend
In the
Catholic
priest's
schools.
quarters.
Okay, let's be careful now. I don't believe in anything that has just been said by my brother and or myself. Praise be.
Well, they were rapists.
Confirmed.
We call it the 3 Ps.
Penetration?
No, priests, politicians, and police.
Oh, wow. Well, that's you. I would have left the last one off there.
Of course you would.
The 3 Ps with the penetration?
Yeah, 4 Ps.
Yeah, 4 Ps, yeah. Okay, so...
You wouldn't leave politicians off.
No.
Strangely.
We just had
You two.
No, we just... I do not support it. Well, listen.
I did not have sexual relations with that lesbian.
Yeah. Wild accusations. For politicians, it's just known, right? And I don't.
And for priests.
Well, and I was trying to move on from that part of it. The funniest thing about like the politicians thing is like the audacity of them having sex. Like I don't care about the sex part of it, but they don't like to have regular sex. They're always getting in trouble for a lot of weird shit all the time.
Yeah.
So I'd prefer that they didn't. Can we get back to the titties though?
Yeah, there's a flag with a boob on it, and you can't see it in Texas anymore.
Well, what does that mean? By
Only
you
if
can't
you're a
see
small
it?
child.
Yeah, only if you're a small child.
It's been banned from younger students in a Texas school district.
Okay.
The district took action against the image late last year when it removed a section about Virginia from its online learning platform used by 3rd through 5th graders.
Okay. It's a little different. If it's online, now it's pornography. It's different when it's in a hardcover than when it's just on the web.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like an ancient Roman goddess
Yeah, but you
with the
could've-
white shawl and the breast hanging. That's just the classics.
You could have put any type of tassel over top of that.
Yeah.
It's Texas. You could have went big with that. You could have put your own state.
Put the
on
star.
top.
Put the blue star.
Yeah. It's easy. It's a digital image. We could have taken care of that. I could do that right. I could go on their website and change that photo for them right now.
I support small children looking at classical
Pornography.
classical art.
Breasts.
When I was in 5th grade, we had like an almanac book.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And I was going to say, for some reason, the name Lauren Boebert popped into my head, but it's not Lauren Boebert. It's
He's a politician who likes
handies in theaters.
Oh,
You didn't know about that?
no.
Jesus Christ.
What are you aware of?
I don't know. I guess.
She got reprimanded and kicked out of was it a play?
Yeah,
A play.
Oh, at a play.
At
even.
a play.
Yep.
Beetlejuice?
I think
I
so.
think it was the Beetlejuice play.
Yep.
And
First date.
First date with a guy, and she was giving him a handy.
I think I did know that, but I was hoping it was Ghostbusters because the ectoplasm would have been a real good move. Like, look out, everybody! Look out!
makes me feel good.
Beetlejuice. Oh man, yeah, that's weird.
Who am I? Okay, but the name. Who's the lady that cut off her husband's penis?
Oh, Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt.
I am aware of that.
Lorena Bobbitt, not Lauren Boebert.
Yes. Oh, very close.
I prefer
fucking
Lauren
close.
Boebert.
Both had a handy. One ended a lot better.
But anyways, in the almanac, it was just her name, and it was wife who cut off her husband's penis.
Oh, and you like
And that was just the giggles.
Yeah,
That was the thing like, oh, come here, check this out.
penis.
And so the teacher had to go in and put a Sharpie over the word penis.
Over the word penis.
Cut off her husband. We'll never
Well,
know.
what could
We'll
it
never
be? Ear?
And then it's just the entire scene from Austin Powers where they just go through all the words for dick.
Yeah,
and Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson.
It's an interesting maneuver. And again, online it becomes almost more pornography because it's so easy to change.
Mhm.
Like you could have very easily just covered that up. You could have blurred it out. There's so many different things you could have done.
Could have just not done anything.
Well, you could have
And
but who-
said,
yeah, but-
that's a boob.
well,
Your mom has two.
I
Sometimes your dad does.
a lot of times your dad does, sadly.
A lot of times I do. Man, I was watching a video, the one that we posted, and I was like, shit.
Well, like you,
Shit, one of those.
like you
Gotta
should
get a bigger T-shirt.
yeah.
But not wearing that shirt again.
Jesse and I got called big backs
Yeah.
in one of the comments. I was like, oh, I just got called fat
I'm waiting for the comments about my tits.
on my own
waiting
podcast. A big back, and I was like, I actually read
Two
it.
big backs
Yeah.
talking about nothing.
Yeah, talking about nothing. I was like, that's pretty much what this podcast is.
Yeah, correct, sir.
Except for there's 4 of us, you jerk.
we ain't big backs on this side.
No,
Twinks.
What's funny is we tend to have guests that are larger guests as well, like myself. In this side of the table, I mean, if we were a boat, this side would be sinking. You guys are bean poles over there, and we're holding it down over here being big backs. I will admit that I was not hip to the big back comment. It had I read it and I was like, I think I'm being called fat. I'm too old to know if
Yes,
I'm being called fat.
I think I'm being called fat, and I'm clearly not hip.
Well, that goes without saying. So you guys don't think that there's any logistical or any reason to not have a nipple on a school sanctioned website.
On a
Free the
200-year-old
nipple.
flag.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Free
It's
the
a 200-year-old flag.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Whatever. I tend to not be as weirded out by the outrage or weirded out by the nipple myself. I'm like in the middle where I was like, all right, yeah, you don't like the nipple, they like the nipple. Whatever, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that just being a graphic designer, I find the whole thing really ridiculous. Where it's like the second that anyone said, "Hey, that's a nipple," you go, "Hey, Bob, will you just like blur the nipple out and put the image
Or
back
even
on?"
just get rid of it.
Yeah,
Have it
yeah.
a boob without
Yeah.
a nipple.
Yeah.
Without the power source.
Oh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of, Barbie it a
Mannequin.
little bit. Mannequin, yeah.
Or just get rid of the Virginia flag. You're in Texas.
Yeah, that's another thing, right?
Well, you have to learn
You
about
guys-
this. You have to learn about the
Oh, yeah.
states.
You guys know all about the Virginia flag.
Clearly where I went, they had already
Neither
scrubbed
one of you knew about it.
Wow, I wasn't beating off to flags.
in the corner of the library.
At school.
During school
At
hours.
school. Scott's reading the word penis. You're beating off to things. I'm getting ISS for starting fights on the playground. Yeah. All right. Well, it is a little weird, but I also get. We've said
It's
this.
Texas.
I get the same way when people like claim about like banning of books and stuff. It's like, okay, calm down. There is actually a level of appropriateness in school of like, okay, maybe this one isn't for first graders,
Yeah.
right?
Playboy's technically a book.
Yes, technically. Yeah. A lot of people claim that they did it for the reading.
Yeah.
And actually,
great articles.
Oh, well, I will say, as someone that didn't have Playboys around that often, actually, I remember very clearly. 4th of July, I'm probably 10 years old. Our aunt is now married to the gentleman, but when Jim was first in the picture, he had a apartment somewhere towards downtown. We went there before we went to the parade. I had to use the bathroom. Just a stack of Playboys.
Really?
Longest shit of my life.
The articles are riveting.
As a kid that was not surrounded by Playboys, how annoying is a Playboy? It's nothing but words.
Yeah.
There's like 2 bushes, 3 nipples, and then a lot of stories about things that I really don't care about. There's a whole article about Miller Lite. Moving on. So,
You don't want a fish sandwich?
anyways, all right, move on. I don't even know where I was going with that.
Okay.
Yeah. But Virginia, I kind of like it.
Minnesota banned Virginia's flag too.
Did they?
Yeah, at the Battle of Gettysburg. We
Oh,
stole
yeah,
it from them,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we've never given it
Yes,
back.
we did. Yes, we
Because
did.
we kicked Virginia's ass.
Yeah, but didn't we steal their Confederate flag? We didn't steal.
Yeah, it was like
their-
the 14th Infantry
Yeah.
Regiment, but yeah, it was a Confederate flag, but it's the Virginia flag that we stole and we own, and they don't get.
That's the one that I know.
Mhm.
That's the one I know. I don't know of nipple flag. How many other coins have nipples on them, Gabe?
Now a lot of coins, a lot of paper currency.
Oh, paper currency.
Yeah, I mean you have like Lady Liberty and like just all these chicks in robes. Sometimes the robes fall off.
Is the Justice Lady Blind Justice or whatever?
Blind Justice. That chick has boobs.
That makes sense though, because she can't tell her boobs out.
You can feel.
You can feel
Well.
a breeze.
Just because she can't see her own body doesn't mean she can feel her own body.
I like the idea. I like the idea.
Did I put clothes on or not?
Well, I like your notion that it's just capturing a moment in time. Sometimes their robe falls, and then I slowly etch it into wood. That exact moment in which the nipple was showing. All right, move on. I like it though. That's a good way to start.
Yeah,
Yeah. If I ever get to design money, there's going to be a boob on there.
of course.
Yeah. But side boob, class it up. Class it up. Go
Sure.
with the side boob.
Yeah, leave a little to the imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You not a side boob guy?
I mean, side boob's nice, but I mean, like, look up the Iowa State War Memorial, like something like that on currency or a flag. would be-
Jesus Christ.
Gee, all right, fine, I'll do it.
I didn't realize we can't even put it on our freaking on our podcast because we're just gonna be like, hey, yeah, look at that, and then I'm gonna have to blur it out. I do find it interesting that you have a
Oh wow!
internal.
Oh, she is into it.
Oh, geez, that's
She's holding them and
that
pushing
is-
them out.
Okay,
That's classy.
That's classy.
She is saying, come get it.
She looked. That looks like the reference material to A Clockwork Orange, where they're getting milk out of the boobs. Like that's. I'm not gonna lie to you, Gabe. I understand why you're beating off to that. I get it now. I get it. A young Catholic child in the library. You come across that, you go, "Don't you come over here? This is my book." If you guys build a trail over here, if there's like little footprints in the carpet, they're going to find this book. You stay away from my book. Find your own book. All right. Next.
Anyways, we've defeated evil.
Oh,
Finally.
Did you hear?
okay.
We defeated evil.
I hear this.
The Pope's dead.
Oh no, Scott.
You know they just appointed another one.
Hey, I didn't say it. Marjorie Taylor Greene did.
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
What, did she think he's a Jew?
I don't know if I like my own podcast right now. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I want to be here anymore. Why? Okay, go. I'm just going to let you tell the story.
Because the Pope included gay people in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He was an inclusive Pope, and therefore he was evil. And
Yeah,
now he's
he
dead, and
wanted people to support homeless and let the gays be alive and stuff like that.
I support that. I'm not going to lie.
Well, he's evil.
Yeah, well.
and now he's dead. Evil's been vanquished.
Okay.
Thanks, God, for killing that guy you appointed.
I forget that part. I forget the part where he's appointed by God. With the smoke. I like the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually excited for the smoke.
Yep.
Is there a different kind of smoke if it isn't? Because it's white smoke once they announce the Pope.
Right. Well, they just throw all the ballots in, and then if it's white smoke, it's like, oh, good, we all voted for the same guy. If it's gray smoke, it's like, oh, fuck, back to the drawing board.
What, is that seriously what happens?
Yeah, Dave.
No, JK, got you again, idiot.
Holy shit. I was just sitting there going in my head, I was trying to figure out the process of
They
what.
just add some chemicals.
Okay, well, that's what I thought. I just figured there just either was smoke or wasn't smoke. Is there a gray smoke?
I think it's gray smoke if it's not elected, and
Okay.
white smoke if it is.
Okay.
How often is there gray smoke?
Probably every election, once or twice.
How do you even know the difference? It's like, oh, fuck, that smoke is kind
It's
of
pretty fucking white.
pretty hazy. Is it? I guess I haven't paid enough attention. The only reason I know it is from whatever movie that is.
It was literally posted on Reddit the other day.
Was
it
it?
was Eurotrip.
Is it Eurotrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of, there's that Tom Hanks one too, where Tom Hanks plays Nicolas Cage.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks never plays Nicolas Cage.
Tom
Tom
Hanks
Hanks only plays Tom Hanks.
Robert Langdon. No, he tried to do Nick Cage.
Okay.
In the Dan Brown books.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I must have missed that one because it's not the Da Vinci Code.
Yes.
Angels and Demons.
Angels
is the
and
one
Demons.
where they elect
Oh,
the Pope.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Marjorie Taylor Greene, quite the comment.
Yeah.
Evil.
We have vanquished evil.
The vanquished evil. That's
Vanquished.
I don't think she used the word vanquished. I don't think she knows the word
okay.
vanquished.
Yeah, it seemed a little spicy for her.
We killed it. We killed that.
Evil got gone.
Yeah.
You got to have a specific base to make that comment. That's a wildly you're
Southern Protestant men.
You're threading
anti-gay.
you're threading the needle on that one though.
Anti-Catholic hate is
Okay.
pretty rampant. I mean, have you heard him talk about priests?
Have you been on this?
Not just Catholics.
Have you been on this podcast
Not
today?
just Catholics.
Well, Catholics are the ones that have priests. You didn't say preachers.
Okay, pastors, preachers.
Adding more P's.
The 18 Ps.
The 18 P's. That's a wild comment, though.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not Catholic, so the Pope has never had a huge effect on my life. I'm interested to see because my kids, Easter happened, so they were not in school. Then the Pope died. Interesting move to leave right after Jesus comes back for you to take off.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of decision making in that one.
Well, I mean, some people say that J.D. Vance killed him.
I was going to say,
So-
J.D. Vance showed up and he was like, I've had it. I'm out.
Is this where we're going with this?
The Vances are in India now. I saw a Babylon Bee headline.
Yeah.
The Dalai Lama has canceled his meeting with JD.
I saw that as well. JD's got to get some better PR, man. That guy is.
he's really struggling.
He's getting beat up bad.
No,
busted the national championship trophy.
The best part of that is that the trophy is 2 pieces.
Right.
Yes.
He didn't break shit.
Right.
It just turns out the base is heavy and the other guy picked up the other piece and you fumbled it. But I loved that NBC, like literal NBC News, has a freaking thing where it's like he broke it and dropped it. It's like, you guys are so fucking ridiculous. It's 2 pieces. Give the guy a break on that part of it. But at the same time, maybe don't fumble it. The correct headline is fumbles the football trophy. There's way more play out of that than you pretending that he broke a fucking national trophy.
Right. And he dropped both pieces. Like, if one falls to the ground, you're still holding something. But if you just lose everything,
well, the other guy
terrible.
took the other piece off.
Right. I think it's the other guy's fault.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened.
The other guy took that piece off.
While he's holding it, and he's, oh shit, they're not together. You're holding it, and then it released. But is it magnetic or is it just in there nice and taut?
I don't know.
It's a cone shape. Yeah. I just found that was hilarious. Where it's like all these national news things. Where it's like, you don't have any idea what the hell that trophy is. Like, it's 2 pieces. It's meant to be 2 pieces. You pick this piece up and you put that piece back.
Well, there's people like Scott Badeaux will eat up anything that says JD Vance bad.
I literally just said it was the other guy's fault.
Yeah. But anyways, what I was trying to get at with that is that so my kids are at their school right now for the first time since Easter and for the first time since the Pope has died. I'm a little interested to see how a Catholic school addresses the holiest of holies, being
Dead.
not of this world anymore. Yeah. It's no longer with us. So I don't know. We're going to see.
Yeah, I went to St. Francis for probably about 9 years or so, but we had John Paul II the whole time. We never had a dead pope.
Yeah, never died.
Never died.
That
guy lived forever.
Do my kids come home with like a little paper craft that's like smoke? Like a popsicle stick where you push the smoke up?
My daughter was in St. Francis when Francis was elected, and she came home with like a little baseball card of Pope Francis.
That's awesome.
It's like a little picture with a prayer on it or whatever, but it's a baseball card of the Pope.
You got that? Where is that?
I don't know. I could look.
I got a spot for it right here. Spot for it right here on the table. You can put it next to the little penny if we want.
I'll take a look through her stuff.
Okay. Anyways, Marjorie Taylor Greene's a moron. Not always. Sometimes has
pretty much always.
Pretty much always. Not everyone is stupid all the time though. She has had a couple words of wisdom that I've been like, God damn it. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. But you're really threading the needle. I just don't like statements where you're just like.
Well, she always says stupid, wild shit. The problem is, like, a percentage of the time she's right.
Yes.
And how the fuck does that read?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay. Anyways. Next.
Nick Castellanos. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm. And another home run.
His odds. Yes. He's the guy that hit the home run while the other guy was apologizing for calling Kansas City did he say faggot?
The announcer, yeah.
He called Kansas City the faggot capital of the world
on
a hot mic.
Yeah, we know that because of the movie Blazing Saddles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Dance around like Kansas City faggots.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, he's just quoting a movie.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he had to give an apology on air, and in the middle of his apology, it's like, and the pitch, and a blast from Castellanos. It's a home run. And Nick Castellanos has probably done that on momentous days where something big happens, probably 10 times in his career. It's just, he hits a home run.
Yep. So his odds to hit a home run have surged after Pope Francis's death.
Okay.
Like, people are putting money, time for Castellanos.
3 times higher than the next closest person. Just a bet to hit a home run.
Wow.
3 times higher. However bets work.
That's awesome.
You
However
put money in, then
right, I know, but what do you call it?
A prop.
Right, but 3 times higher odds.
Yeah.
Than or bets placed on.
Payout.
Sure. Yeah.
I believe it though. Yeah.
That's crazy because it continues to happen, and now it's a meme of its own. So
yeah, it says over the years, Castellanos has developed a knack for hitting home runs on the same day there happens to be significant news. Though we've lost the plot a bit from where Castellanos' mania originally started with his homer during an apology by former Reds broadcaster Tom
Yeah.
Probably Tom.
Tom Brenneman. That hasn't deterred bettors.
I'm really sorry, guys, for saying that word on a hot mic. What a horrible thing to have to do. Like, I would like to keep my job.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at my job.
Yeah, he's just like, this is probably the last time you're going to hear me.
So I'll say it again, faggots.
Surprise, cockpigs!
I like that. Surging odds. Don't put money on it. It's a bad bet.
Don't bet against Nick.
Well, you also don't bet against like Vegas odds. You know,
Right.
They do the math. It isn't just some guy going, I don't know, man.
Yeah, nobody's ever lost money owning a casino.
Yes.
Nobody. They definitely haven't bankrupted multiple.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, let's bankrupt the country. Woo!
So concerning.
Burn it all down.
Oh, that yes. As an anti-government mayor,
Yes, put the great businessman in charge.
get rid of it. Get rid of it all.
Hey, you brought it up, not me.
Get rid of it all. Boo government.
Anyways, yeah, put some bets.
Yeah.
Put your bets on Nick Castellanos.
Well, don't.
Did
'cause
he hit a
now-
home run that day? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was yesterday, right?
I guess let's find out.
Yeah, he didn't. You would have already known.
I would have definitely seen that. Yeah.
On the day the Pope dies, the odds with Castellanos die with him.
I just typed, did Nick Cass, and it automatically autofilled. Did Nick Castellanos hit a home run today? Did he hit a home run yesterday? Did he hit a grand slam today? Every single one is about him. Phillies Nick Castellanos turns heads with surprising home run failure.
Oh,
Not really a surprise. You play 162 games and you hit like 25 home runs.
yeah. The numbers are not in your favor. All right.
Oh, yeah, it didn't work.
that one. Didn't work, but nice. And you let us talk about the Pope again.
Mm-hmm.
Next. It would be really funny if the Pope came back after 3 days. That'd be kind of funny. It's on brand.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus is the only
Yeah,
one
the
who's
Pope is
resurrected.
Jesus.
I'm not saying he is Jesus.
Well, if he came back.
If you come back from the dead, you're Jesus.
No.
Unless you're Lazarus.
Yeah.
Or, all those other
Guys that come back.
graves that were
All the people that come
opened
back.
up. Turns out resurrection's not actually that
It's
limited.
pretty common. It seems like every culture has at least one dude who was resurrected.
Yeah.
I mean, even in Christianity. Speaking of Christianity, a man named Cristo Jesus de Nazareth has an April 22nd date in U.S. federal court after a magistrate judge in Texas ordered him held without bond on immigration and weapons and ammunition charges.
Put it on the board.
Cristo Jesus de Nazareth.
Christ Jesus of Nazareth.
Yes. Yeah. Put it on the board, dude. Put it on the board.
Yeah.
2026.
For sure.
2026 name of the year.
Lock it
candidate. Locked in. And he's just here illegally.
Yeah, he
And had illegal weapons.
Oh,
he crossed the border illegally.
with weapons.
Smith & Wesson.
Oh yeah, he's just
That's American.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's as
just-
American as you get.
That's protection in the Southwest.
I think what you got to do though, if you're him, is you got to go with like the crossed bullets across your chest and just like lean in and goes, no, it's my outfit.
Like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's my outfit. It's- Do you know that I heard just the other day that the word Nimrod, is it Nimrod? I think it was Nimrod. Didn't mean like dumb or whatever, but Bugs Bunny like made that word. I think it's the word Nimrod.
Really?
Yeah, where he just kept saying it to Elmer Fudd or whatever, and that then he was using it ironically, supposedly.
What did it mean before
I don't
that?
remember. We'll have to look it up.
Christ, I've never had to do so much looking up.
Sorry. I believe it's the word Nimrod. Whatever word it is, he used it ironically but people.
The biblical figure Nimrod,
Oh,
a
nice.
name meaning rebel in Hebrew.
Okay, that can't be it. Maybe it was. There's something like something about a
More
hunter.
like a Yosemite Sam.
It was something about a hunter, right? It meant he was basically calling whomever a great hunter.
The name of the great-grandson of Noah, known for his skill as a hunter.
Yes. So Bugs Bunny is making fun of Elmer Fudd and calling him a great hunter, you know. And people,
There you go, Nimrod.
people never caught on.
It's like
that
Einstein.
People never, It's, except if Einstein then became like, oh yeah, you're a fucking moron.
Well, no Sherlock.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the same thing, except for people were too stupid to catch on that that's what was happening. So the word became,
Okay.
Damn, kids aren't
opposite.
reading enough Bibles.
not looking at enough nipples. I thought that was crazy though. Like I love things like that, but especially like from Bugs Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, quit being clever in your writing on this cartoon.
Looney Tunes.
Surprised you didn't know that.
All right, what do we got? One more here. Next.
Okay.
No, we need two more for
Let's
sure.
see.
Two more.
I mean, the A1 thing's kind of old news.
They found the truck of A1
No.
from where all the burgers were.
No, it was steaks that were stolen.
Yeah, the beef heist.
Right, but this is the Education Secretary Linda McMahon. You haven't heard this?
No,
She confused the AI
with A1.
with A1.
Oh,
She's reading it. She said something about
She's going to regulate some A1 sauce.
that strikes me as someone like reading it and being like, I don't know what I'm reading, but A1, the Education Secretary.
Yep.
Yeah, but she's appointed to dismantle it. So.
The wife of Vince McMahon.
Yes. Yeah. How does she feel about the win at WrestleMania?
Cash spans.
I missed that it was WrestleMania. I missed that.
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
kind of
happening.
disappointed in that.
Yeah. This
We all
weekend,
should have watched that
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Not together.
I didn't.
That'd be kind of gay.
We're not from Kansas.
Human
City.
interaction in person.
Human interaction.
Yeah, gross. Not a fan.
My couch isn't big enough.
Yeah, I get like an hour or two a
you and
week
your-
with you guys.
Yeah.
That's enough.
You and your boobs and me with my big back. So she confused A1 with AI, which is weird.
Yes, quote, a school system that's going to start making sure that first graders or even pre-Ks have A1 teaching in every year. That's a wonderful thing.
That's saucy.
Oh, yeah, so she just didn't have any idea what she was talking about. That happens.
Weird.
though.
Weird.
Yeah, it happens all the time. You put words in front of me, I read them. Ron Burgundy. That's not so bad. I thought it was going to be more saucy than that.
Kids are sponges. They just absorb everything. It wasn't all that long ago that it was, we're going to have internet in our schools. Now let's see A1 and how can that be helpful?
Yeah, at some point you got to catch on, right?
Right.
No, she's got to stick with it. She understands a good bit. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
she started
yeah,
the
I bet-
WWE, right?
Yeah, I bet she does.
Well, you got to stick with A1.
The A1's definitely on board. Hey, quote, you heard her. Every school should have access to A1. How could you not?
Should have
As
access to it.
as a brand, how could you not jump on that?
Yeah, but first graders are not big into the A1. I think that's a large step for them. That's too much Worcestershire.
Yeah, they might be privy to the Heinz 57.
You can get some kids on board with the Heinz.
a little more ketchup-y?
Yeah, a little paprika-y. Yeah.
But yeah, the A1. A1's got a bit.
A1's the good stuff.
It is the good stuff.
I really like A1 with some steak, right? Not always, but especially if whoever you're with overcooks it a little bit.
Right.
I.e. our mom our entire lives. We were looking for things to dip meats in all the time because I love you, Mom, but my God, you can take things out of the oven. It is possible.
They continue to cook
They
after
do
you
continue
do.
to cook. It was done an hour ago, and now we're eating it.
It's probably why so many foods to me are just sauce delivery services.
No, I said this. So I
Chicken
went,
wing, French fry,
Yeah.
whatever. What am I dipping this in?
Yeah, I went through an entire phase of trying to figure out what you put chicken in, like bake, because she would bake the chicken in the oven, and it was the movie Christmas Vacation. Like it was a poof of air and just like a dog. But Heinz 57, very good on chicken. Very good on chicken. So, but the A1, very good for steak.
We're in a golden age of sauces, though. Like all the fast food restaurants throw their shit on the shelves at grocery stores now. So we always have like Chick-fil-A sauce and everything at home.
True story.
Yesterday, the guy Mikey brought me nether sauce from McDonald's.
Okay.
For
yeah.
Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
It's spicy.
Spicy? Yeah, I was going to
It's
say.
spicy.
It looks
I was
spicy.
very surprised.
And it looks like something that goes well with like a Minecraft movie. It looks like lava. Like it's got they did a good job.
Yeah.
Visually and supposedly with the flavor as well.
Yeah,
So.
flavor's pretty good.
Yeah.
But the spice is on point.
Okay.
For a fast food joint, putting
Okay.
out something that spicy,
Cool.
pretty
So
good.
you can order the lava chicken?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. A little weird to do it for like a kid's movie though. You know.
The spicy, yeah.
Yeah,
No
kids
kid
hate
wants this.
McDonald's.
Well, they hate
They don't
spicy.
Spice.
It's hot.
Jack Black sings a song about the lava chicken, though.
Okay.
And they eat the lava chicken and it's really hot.
Gotcha, man.
So, yeah, kids don't like spice, but they want the lava chicken.
To be fair, this is geared towards 12-year-olds. So that's probably right at the cusp of like, no, try it out.
Have you seen the movie?
Gabe has went.
Absolute joy of an experience.
Great time.
So
Yeah.
We went on Sunday. That was
Okay.
our Easter thing. We went to see it. I cried laughing.
Everyone
a couple of times.
Everyone has said it. Maverick went to it as well. My 18-year-old son went with his friends and said he said terrible movie, one of my all-time favorite movie going experiences.
I think it's a good movie and an all-time great going experience.
Okay.
It was fun.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
Wow.
I really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Chicken jockey!
Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. I'm going to say right now, iKnowBadeaux, we are in favor of the popcorn tossing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Soda tossing, get the fuck out of here
yeah.
immediately.
It's a bit much.
No, it's not just a bit much. It's criminal.
It's out of line.
If I'm sitting watching a movie and soda gets thrown up, whether chicken jockey or no chicken jockey, I'm turning around and punching a 12-year-old. Are we? You're throwing soda?
Yeah. Popcorn bounces right off you.
I'm fine
You
with the
get popcorn all over yourself.
When
you're watching
when
movies.
you stand up, it's just,
every shirt I've ever worn to the movie is covered in popcorn grease. Every shirt I've ever worn. So I'm fine with that. And no offense to the people cleaning, it ain't that big of a deal.
no.
For popcorn,
Yeah.
Get a push broom and push it across.
Have you seen your floor? We ain't hurting your floor. Soda, though, I will draw a line. Because even if I went to the next movie and there's soda on my seat and I sit
Right,
down.
the seat's
like,
all sticky.
Come on,
Yeah, come on now.
Like, that's a joke. Don't
Yeah.
fuck around. You're taking a good thing and ruining it. But I think we should lean more into this popcorn throwing. I think theaters can make good money off of it.
I think every movie should have one bit. It's the time to throw the popcorn.
Yes. and,
yeah.
and you don't get to decide.
People aren't going to movies anymore.
Yeah, you don't get
Make
to
it an event.
You don't get to decide. It's by vote. So everyone's kind of at one point everybody's throwing it at a different time, and as the movie gets played longer and longer, it just kind of funnels its way to that one moment.
It's like the slow clap.
Yeah. No, that's not the right time for the slow clap. No, not yet. Not yet. You get one guy throwing his popcorn. No. Then all of a sudden everybody erupts, and then you're a little annoyed that the popcorn situation's over. But
Then you're hungry.
Then you gotta
And,
go
and the
buy
movie theater
more
makes
popcorn.
a few extra bucks.
yes, yeah, you do have to go with the no refills though. You have to set a policy of no refills on the
yep.
popcorn before the popcorn gets thrown. Because you don't want people just throwing popcorn and then coming back and eating the popcorn. That's unfair. It has to be a consumable product that has an end to it.
Well, I think they could, if we make this in every single movie, they could have reusable throwing popcorn and eating popcorn.
That's a risk you're going to take, though. Like, what happens when you just
Well,
accidentally
then the teenagers start daring their friends to eat the floor popcorn.
I'm worried about myself, where I was like, God damn it, I forgot that
Which bag was it?
I had the floor popcorn. Shit. There's a Mike and Ike in here. Chip my tooth because it's been sitting here for a couple weeks.
It's covered in Dr. Pepper.
I actually want to see it now. I had no interest in seeing it. Jack Black. I am really over Jack Black.
He plays it very weird.
Okay.
Unlike any other character he's ever played. I mean,
Okay.
he's still clearly
It's
Jack
it's
Black.
still Jack Black.
It's still Jack Black, but it's really direct and like, ooh, let's do this, and then we're gonna, I don't know. It was strange.
I think it's really interesting because Rob McCortree,
Rob Corddry?
No, from Always Sunny. Rob
McElhenney. However the hell you say that name.
Mac.
I was way off. He was initially on board as the director of the Minecraft movie way back, probably like 10 years ago now. The game's been around forever. But like 8 years ago or so, he was the one that was directing it, and then they shifted gears and switched to this version of it. And so I was kind of a little annoyed by that because I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Like, you're going to get a legit dude to make a interesting Minecraft movie.
Well, the director was Jared Hess.
What?
And he's done? Did he do?
Jared Hess is.
Did he do Ace Ventura?
No, Jared Hess is Napoleon Dynamite.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That makes total sense.
Okay. Yeah.
It takes place. Well, it's in the Minecraft world, but outside of the
Double check
Minecraft
that.
world, they're in like Idaho, and it's just this remote, weird, but
Okay.
small town.
Idaho is okay.
And Jason Momoa is the 1989 world champion of video gaming. And
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Momoa's
So-
character is great.
Yeah.
I loved Momoa's character in that movie.
Yeah, I'm in because well, that makes sense with Jack Black then because that's Nacho Libre as well.
Yep.
I like both those movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd like it.
Yeah, I'm on board then. All right, cool. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite is a dumb movie.
Right.
Nacho Libre is a dumb movie.
Yeah. So is the Minecraft movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But you'll laugh.
That changes.
You'll laugh.
Changes everything for
When the
me.
rocket knocks the giant potato off of the potato chip factory.
Don't give me anything. All I want to know is chicken jockey. All right, let's bring this baby home. We got to get out of here.
Oh boy.
Last one. Just bring me one more. Those are laughs. I like laughs.
It's laughs, but it's
He's laughing because it's a terrible story.
It's
Well,
stupid.
they don't do that.
Man found with live turtle concealed in his pants by TSA at New Jersey airport.
Just one? That's nothing.
Just one. That's the headline. And the article reads, a man was caught by TSA at Newark Airport trying to fly with a live turtle hidden in his pants. The TSA scanner noticed something strange in his groin area. They didn't say who he was or what happened to the turtle, but the weird smuggling attempt got attention. And that's the end of the story.
That's the attention it got. A paragraph.
One 3-sentence paragraph.
That's a risky maneuver, though. In your pants is a risky maneuver. I mean,
It's pretty common.
I guess it wasn't
That's
a
why I
snapping
clicked
turtle.
on it.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking codpiece when I'm thinking. I'm thinking he went straight to the groin region.
Yeah.
You've picked up a turtle before. They get that backwards motion with them claws.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get you.
Yeah.
So it don't matter where you're at. That thing's clawing you up.
That's true. I would sew that into the pant lining.
Yeah. Well, I would probably like wrap the turtle in cellophane first. Like let its head poke out.
I would tie his legs and then use those as straps for underwear. I would strap him in like a codpiece,
defensive shell.
but then his legs are tied so he can't scratch me.
He's flayed.
Interesting. Oh, flayed.
Yes,
Flayed the turtle.
100%.
Okay. Is there a coin or a flag with that on it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The next Minnesota flag. We're flaying a turtle.
It should be. And a walleye standing behind him. Terrible story. But you got to wonder, how important are these turtles that you've got to get them in here? You know? And what's one?
He didn't want to leave him home, probably.
Yeah, one's not going to
Since
get
it's
you
one.
anything.
He's not smuggling.
Yeah, he's not trying to start the new, Turtles movie franchise. You need at least two.
Maybe the other ones on the other side.
Oh, this is Last Ronin.
You got
This is Raphael?
You got to bring the stallion to the mayor.
Oh, we already got the mayor.
All right.
Oh, man. I wonder, do all turtles make the hideous noise? Because we had the tortoises that get after it. Those high pitched. Yeah. It is. It's the noise. Yeah. Remember the Turtles movie? Is it Turtles 2 or is it Turtles
where it
1?
shows them as babies?
Yeah, where it shows them as babies.
Pizza.
That's exactly what they sound like while they're fucking.
Yeah, 100%. You sound like an old timey villain.
What do you say about that?
Gabe's over here beating off in the library to that. I'm beating off to turtle sex.
Nobody listen to the frogs, eh?
Yeah. That's what you're saying now. All right. That's enough, I think. I think we're good to go.
Okay.
Again, a little bit more of a more subdued episode, and I like that. We've been going pretty heavy here on the podcast the last month, and editing. I love editing our podcast, but it is a long process for some of these episodes, and so it's fun to just kind of have these. I was really happy. You had said that the Bill Satry episode you really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then
I will typically, like when I'm going to bed, I'll put put my phone or tablet under my pillow so I can
Yeah.
kind of sort of hear it. And sometimes I'll listen to our podcast.
Yep.
I'll listen to other shit.
Most of the time it puts him to sleep, is what he's saying.
Yeah. I had to change.
Yeah.
I had to find something else to listen to because I was laying in bed just giggling. Just giggling. I mean, Gabe was hammered.
Oh yeah, that was the fun part. Yeah, you were really, yeah. And what's funny is our listeners probably don't notice, but I knew immediately. Oh, Gabe's drunk today. But no, you had told me that prior to me editing the video version, and the video. By the time I get to the video version, it's usually just adjusting the cameras. If it's a movie episode, it's a lot more work because I got to go in and like time things up and stuff. But like for one of those, it's enjoyable because I just get to rewatch the episode and change cameras around a little bit. And I was really satisfied with it too. It's a very funny episode. I really enjoyed that episode. But I think it's interesting because we do so many movies and things now. But to me, the news episodes, that's what we started off with. Every episode used to be we'd play a quick game and then we'd
half
do
of
news.
it was news, yeah.
And so as much as it's not going to break the internet, especially on YouTube, those are my favorite episodes. Mostly because it's less work for me.
I love them too. Yeah, I have to do absolutely nothing. And Scott has to show up with the news.
Scott shows up with news. We laugh a little bit. Maybe get a little bit too heavy on the anti-religion / Republican stuff from Scott today. But
That was Gabe.
That
That was all Gabe.
Yeah.
I was just teeing you up.
Yeah.
Little do you know, I
that's
like
really
Donald
funny.
Trump.
The funny is, I was going to say that the news episodes are basically me just being like, "Here's a ball, hit it."
Yeah. I'm pro Doge, by the way. And so if you're not a fan of Doge, as a person that runs a nonprofit, I say it all the time. If there's not a reason for us to exist, we don't need to exist. We're a nonprofit. You know, if we don't need to be here, we don't need to be here. That's the way that nonprofits should be.
And the government doesn't need to be here.
I am very anti-government as well. So I pro helping people, literally run a nonprofit that helps other people learn how to make nonprofits to go help their community. I'm very passionate about that. I think that it is a good thing to have. However, every single time nonprofits either get way too big and are then paying people way too much money to do things that don't need to be paid that much money for, or don't need to exist. So there's only two ways you can go. And the trajectory is always the same. So, all right, Scotty, thank you for the news.
Yes.
Thank you to Gabriel Johnson.
Thank you, Dave.
Next week, we're going to come back. We're either going to play a game or a draft. It's going to be dependent on who's available for what.
WrestleMania just happened.
It did just happen. God, that would be fun, but we're a little late then. We'll be late to the party then for that. But it would be kind of fun to maybe do a wrestling thing again.
Yeah. I mean, we've done the draft. I'm sure
yeah.
you can come up with some kind of WrestleMania game.
We could. I mean, I could. Yeah. Okay. I got some ideas. All right. Okay. Depending on who's available next week, we'll either play a game or we'll do a draft. Then after that, we're on to 77. So I got a whole list of things from 77. Gabe, you have some things from 77?
Yes.
Okay.
Serial killers.
Yes. Lots of serial killers.
Lots of serial killing. Fun.
Yeah. And then the show Chips I have on the list. I watched a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, the ambiguously gay duo.
Oh, yeah. I got some comments. I've watched a handful of episodes of that.
I saw the movie with
The Chips movie?
with Dak Shepard.
I think it would be an interesting thing to compare the two as well. There was a lot of that. A lot of taking old shows and then making them into comedies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even like McHale's Navy. You remember that? It was like a show about a ship, a Navy ship. And it was kind of like a Gilligan's Island, only on a ship, maybe. I don't know. I'm making things up as I go.
I'm getting Hogan's Heroes.
Yes, only on a ship.
Okay.
Yeah. And I only know that because Kelsey Grammer was in a movie based off of the show. I don't know where I'm going with
Okay.
this. It happened. It existed.
They made movies.
Flipper.
They made TV shows.
Well, Flipper became
the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, Brady Bunch, Addams Family. There was a big kick of that in the
Is there
90s.
a Hawaii 5-0?
Yeah.
Was that a
I
movie
don't
or
know.
did they just reboot the TV
They
show?
rebooted the TV show. I don't
Okay.
think there was ever a movie of it, but
No, they did Miami Vice.
yeah.
They did a lot.
MacGruber.
Oh, yes.
One of the best. All right, folks. So we'll be back with that. Throw over to us your shows, movies. Again, we'll be doing heavy on Star Wars, but if you got movies from 1977, send those to us as well. So
We could do a serial killer draft.
I would love a serial killer draft. I think we would have to be careful. We have to be tasteful.
No, we don't.
We have to be a little
Says who?
tasteful.
Like when we talked about doing the drafting atrocities.
I'm okay. Okay.
Did we actually draft atrocities?
No, we talked about it.
No, but I asked AI what are the 12 best atrocities.
We're now sharing.
And the first answer was the Holocaust.
Yeah,
right.
And I think that was what shut that idea down. It was like,
best atrocity.
number one, the Holocaust. You know what? Let's not do that episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week. Until then, we're done. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun, actually. I should look at my list, but I was surprised at a lot of things from 1977. Yeah. It was like a good spot to start, so that'll be a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to send me the list of movies. I know we're going to start with pop culture, but I'll come with John Wayne Gacy and Ted Bundy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look and see if there's any movies that I got to purchase or something. For sure, Star Wars. I'd like to see if I can get my hands on the original copy of Star Wars.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh, we can get clips of the content that's changed.
Yeah. Because especially if you want to like get into, because I think we should talk about that for sure. The ones that came out in the 90s where like the Jabba the Hutt scene that he put back in. Like I want to talk about like that stuff where it's like how ridiculous like the changes that he made, because a lot of those changes from those special editions, well they had the special editions and then they had the remasters, and the remasters were it's like when Spielberg put the walkie-talkies in and I still haven't re-seen that
instead of guns,
but they like didn't match up right, so
no, because you don't hold the walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Come on, guy.
Are you stupid or something?